What's up, y'all? I'm back at y'all. This whole other video, I want to start this different, and I've changed the scene. I'm actually in one side of the loft. I'm gonna get you guys to look at in the background. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I stopped the other video and start this is because it's a specific topic. So, and I came in here for a specific reason also. But remember back about, let me see, 2020, this 25, 24, 2023, or the end of 2022, when I was talking about the birds, what I was saying with the birds and stuff like that. So what I was doing was trying to up the percentages of certain kind of birds. Now, I had like 19, I had 22 pairs, 23 pairs, right? 86 of those pairs was crossed with the South Africans. That was when I was first bringing them in. But all those crosses were to siblings and cousins and stuff like that. Same side of my family. The side of my family gave me this quality and a depth, but they wouldn't give me the breaking power. So that's why I put them in to see if they can transfer what they are to them birds. So when I brought in them birds, I needed them birds to do specific jobs. I knew what I wanted them for, right? And that's one of the keys of breeding, of trying stuff in with your family. Like I said in another video, I don't want to start over. I don't want to learn a whole nother family. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. And I was reminded of that earlier today, that I do not want to try a whole new family. So let me get this out of the way. So I got the Sparks birds here, right? So the Sparks birds, compared to the birds I'm breeding now and my birds like that, they take twice as much feed to feed them, to get them to fly the same amount of time. So that means I'm gonna spend twice as much money on feed. I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to add a bill. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. So my thing was, my birds I have now aren't bad. Just need a little boost, boost, like a reboot. Perfect. They need a reboot. And also I'm really doing to my family is rebooting. Everything needs reboot. People need reboots. People need to make themselves over again. You know what? I need to go to school and get a degree and do this like this, or I need to stop take a trade like this, or I need to, whatever it is, reboots. Everybody need reboots. When you live somewhere else, you want to change the scenery, it's like a reboot. So that's why I bring the birds in to reboot what I was already doing. And for the most part, so far, the reboot is working, right? So when I brought in the South African birds, I brought them, well, two people kept telling me, G. Will, the first one told me, big homie, you should try these birds. I'm telling you. I said, man, you ain't showed me nothing yet. You ain't showed me nothing yet. But at the same time, I'm hearing people, different conversations saying, they got this, they do this, they got this. Then at the same time, other people say, oh, they do this, oh, I can't get them to do this, all the quality's bad. Oh, you see, hear all this stuff. Now I was hearing the quality was bad, but then the people that said the quality was bad on the South African birds, I go to their house and watch their bird, their quality ain't no better. I'm like, well, so I left that at that. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm gonna try some of these suckers out for myself. And that's what I did to reboot my birds. I show videos of what my birds are doing. You never see me show a video of my bird trying to brag. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care if they doing full turns back to back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna invite you over. I'm not gonna take a video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna invite you over. I'm gonna say, you know what? You need to come see these. Just come see them. I'm gonna say something like that. I'm not gonna get ain't no S gonna suddenly grow on my chest like I'm Superman. I don't do that. Even though I used to hoop, I used to do that. But if you talk trash when I was hooping, I said, we ain't gonna keep talking. I got the keys to the gym. We can go get busy. So anyway, that's besides the point. So I did a reboot. So what I did was I called first? I think I called Tim Posh. No, I think I was talking to G. Will, and he said, well, the cock I had came from Tim them. I said, really? I said, I know Tim Poston. I'm gonna call Tim. Call Tim up. We talked. He said, all right, I'm gonna call you back. He called me back. I thought he called me back like a day or two later. He called me back the same day. Well, I'm gonna let you get my main hen and her son, and one of her sons. I said, your main hen? So I was calling to buy the birds, right? But he gave them to me. But anyway, the point is, I brung those birds and do a specific job. And then he turned me on to Dave Henderson. They have the same type of birds like that. And them two guys plugged me up. So the first thing go to your mind is, okay, these birds, they're not even costing me. They won't take my money, right? I said, okay. So them two sent me birds, bees in Indiana sent me a pair, and Rick Shaney sent me a pair. That's where I got, that's what all the birds, now, I didn't take no more. So I bring the birds in to do specific jobs. The traits, I need them traits, I need this. That's what I bring them in for. Every bird I brung in that they gave me did what it's supposed to do to a degree, except for one. Only one bird that didn't pan out at all. It gave me something that I didn't want at all. So, and it don't matter where it came from. I'm talking about me and my little process. I want you guys to think about the same thing. Where if you want to level up, this is like another way. This associated with the video I did, leveling up. This is what I did, but I'm calling it a reboot. So I took the birds, made all the birds from Dave Henderson and Tim to the same side of my family, which bird I call 100% birds. They call it 100% birds because every bird I flew came into the stand real good, as far as rolling and quality, but they was lacking something. If they had frequency, it was like individual birds. Didn't have nothing to do with rolling with the kick. Or they try to roll the kick, but they didn't roll frequent enough, so they miss. They roll every 3 or 4 breaks. They might roll. See, I said might, but their quality be good. And then you get one that'll work it butt off, but it's individual. So I said, let me see. I know I test these birds, put them all to the same type of birds, and that's what I did. So when I seen they can do that, let's see if I take them to my best producers or my better performers. And that's what happened in 2024. And I was like, oh yeah, this is it. But it's hard to showcase birds like that when they get taken. You starting over. They get good and they take you starting over. So it's like it's a constant start over. So I just I just say, okay, we finna move. I'm here. Let's see what happens. So. But in the process, I'm not seeing those birds working. So the pair Rick Shaney gave me, I put them together, and the babies kept getting a certain size, and they died. Certain size, and they died. And I got 2 to live, and I fostered those, and they lived. But they unfortunately got eaten. They got eaten by Coopers too. They didn't get caught by falcons. They got caught by Coopers. But anyway, so I said, I'm gonna cross these 2 birds. So I put the cock on the hen, and I put the hen on one of my Lisa Project cocks. So far the hen is out doing the cock, but the cock ain't been on one of my really, really, really good hens yet. But he gonna be on my really good hen this year. So they did what they're supposed to do. They came in and added a little depth. The birds try to work me. So I saw some glimpses of what I wanted to see. So when I moved here, all the birds that was really good, I thought was really good, I said, I'm not even gonna waste them and try to fly them out there. I'm just gonna take those, stock those, and breed off those. And that's the birds that I'm breeding now. A lot of them I'm breeding now. So I got my chair in here. My bird is tripping out up a chair first, but now they calm down now. So if I go to my birds right now, so this is probably. This hen right here, she's probably one of the faster birds. She has really, really, really good speed, like really good. Hold on, let me do this. So this hen, it's more hens than cocks, but all the hens have really good speed and quality. So all the hens I brought in are in that they're in that 1.8 quality as kid birds, as young kid birds, but this would have been their second year, but I'm gonna try to read off them and see if I can get it. So this is one. She was really good. Now this was one of the deeper ones, and she's off the birds I was talking about too, but she's off the hen from Chonicles, the red check badge hen from Chonicles. But she throws some really good screamers. Okay, this hen is a recessive red hen. Probably one of the only ones I actually really kind of flew in. And this is off of this is what I call a cross back. So I took a Lisa bird and took it back to a smoke bird to make her. She's nice. It's the red hen that was in the kit. Now, what I took these birds to is back to the South African side. She's on a cock from which is this cock that came from. This is a cock from Ryan Thor. This is the South African cock right here, right? He's a little on the longer side of all my birds. This is probably one of the longer ones. This is the South African side, the HR birds from Ryan Thor. Now all he got to do is add to her more kiss sensitivity, and she got the speed. I know for a fact, and she only got about 20 feet. And the same thing with this cock here. This is one of the original cocks I got from Tim. This is the cock I got from Tim. Blue check. Got a white tail, one blue feather. This is 803. This is from Tim. This dude produces right now. This is one of the first ones. So I took these birds back for the kit, for the collective realm, the kit sensitivity. To get the breaking power, that's what this for. I don't know how frequent they're gonna be, but he's on the hen I call the frequency hen, which is my with another same stuff, smoke stuff, but after she throws, birds like to work. She kind of resemble some of the South African birds too. But I showed you them birds just to give you an idea my mindset in the thing in this whole deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about the rebooting. So every bird pair is in here with an idea of what I'm trying to improve on. Every single pair. These 12 pair over there, the same thing. Now I got some other birds, like it's a pair up there. It's actually one of the deeper smoke birds. It's a crossback. It's a deeper crossback to a little Irish bird, little young one. But because he was good, he had good style and everything, in depth. But I think he could use a little more breaking power with him. And that's my idea. That's what I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Everything is done for a reason. Everything in here is intentional. I select breed. I'm selecting the birds I want to use. And the reason why I'm breeding them is I'm going to fly the babies. Then I'm going to select from those, if there's anything to select from. I'm sure it will be, but I'm trying to just fly most of them. Just fly them. Pretty much like that. But you see what I'm saying? You got to get them going here. I select the birds already. I'm breeding the birds now. I'm gonna fly them. But every bird is intentionally bred to get specific results. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I'm not gonna say that because that's BS. People be saying that's BS. Real flyers know it don't. We wish it worked like that, but it don't. Right? Cause like a Homer dude said, there's only two ways to tell about a good bird. If you want to know if it's a good breeder, you breed it. You don't know if it's a good flyer, you fly it. Breed and fly. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm breeding now. I'm gonna fly these suckers. I'm gonna fly the heck out of these. So even the ones that's out there, they finna fly. Ain't no reason for nobody to come in here. None of them. I don't care what it is. It gotta be super good, and they gotta do it this year and next year. That's just where I am with that. So Be intentional when you breed. Leveling up is all about what level you're trying to get to and what level you at, and figure out what you need to do it. Ain't no such thing as automatic. This shit ain't automatic. Sorry, it's not. No matter what people say, it's not automatic. You gotta put that work in. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know what you're gonna use. You gotta know. You gotta know what you're gonna use and why you're gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go on no further with this. I'm just gonna call it a quits right now. So we're gonna continue to select, right? We're going to continue to breed, we're going to continue to fly, we're going to continue to select again. We're going to keep doing that. That's all we're going to do. Me and you. All right? Keith London, Roll Agenda. I'm out. Peace.